And we all know this is part of the game. So basically, artists buy fake streams, okay? Now, I heard that there was a guy who was helping a lot of artists that was willing to come forward to break all of this down, reveal names, and pretty much just be honest on how the whole process goes. So I said, hey, I'm down to listen. Am I kind of on the money?
Now listen to what he said. He said that he was going to break down names. So why did this dude only mention Kendrick Lamar on his birthday? This whole live stream was about Kendrick Lamar. He would have made it seem more believable if he would have mentioned other rappers' names. He didn't mention nobody but Kendrick Lamar on Kendrick Lamar's birthday, 2 days before the concert. What a coincidence. What a fucking coincidence.
Money on your intentions here, sir?
No, exactly right. And the only reason I'm coming out and like I wanted to say something is because I've never been put in this position, but recently, ever since like this whole thing started, I've actually been, receiving texts and people have been telling me not to say stuff, and I've just been put in really weird positions.
Wait, what do you mean what thing? Like what thing started?
It was actually threatening text messages.
Then go to the police. Imagining getting threatening text messages and going to YouTube and say I'm in fear for my life. Is there a police report? I'm not gonna believe nothing that you say if I don't see a police report. Do you have a police report? What is Akademiks is gonna do? That nigga don't get. If niggas pop out and show up at your house, Akademiks ain't gonna do nothing for you. Ain't nobody on the internet gonna do nothing for you. What you need to do, sir, if you get any threatening text messages and phone calls, go to the police. Not Akademiks. The police. And you white. And you sound like a white boy. So you got the law in the back of your pocket. All right? You sound like you a little young teeny bopper. You white. And there's black men threatening you. Oh shit, nigga. Hold up. So you telling me this white boy don't want to go to the police and say that these black gangsters are threatening me? Nigga, case closed. They going to jail. You a white boy. The favor is in your hands. The law is in your hands. If you complain about a black guy threatening you, that nigga going to jail. So I don't want to hear this shit, nigga. Talking about people threatening you. Man, bitch, shut up.
After I worked for a certain artist that we'll get into, and pretty much telling me not to say stuff. Like certain people were texting me random numbers, just a bunch of things that I didn't want. And I usually don't say anything. Like people know, like I'm known, people know me. I keep my mouth quiet. I do my work and then I'm done. I don't take sides. I don't pick who I work for.
So you telling me this white boy don't want to go to the police and say these black gangster thugs are over here threatening my life? Nigga, that is, nigga, the police will show up in 2 point. By the time you hang up the phone, the police is already going to be at their house. Handcuffs. Charlie, quiet, Charlie. Quiet, Charlie. Charlie, quiet. But people, man, the police would already be at the person's house before they hang up the phone. Shout out to Charlie barking, going crazy. Man, stop it, bro. By the time you hang up the phone, they gonna already be at that person's house, handcuffs, already in jail, suited and booted.
I usually get reached out to. I do the work, and then I just stay quiet. I get paid. But for some reason, they thought it would be a good idea to start like texting me from different numbers, just trying to get information and threaten me. So,
Okay, so the reason, so you're the fake stream guy, right?
Yeah.
Now
everybody pretty much goes to me for anything like fake streams or fake views.
Okay. Now people are gonna say, how the fuck do we know this is a fake stream guy? Exactly. He could be capping.
Hey, shout out to the Cash App. I appreciate the Cash App. Somebody just sent me a Cash App. I appreciate you. Salute to the Cash App. If y'all want to contribute to the show, the Cash App is open. The Cash App is down below on the screen. The Super Chat is open. And make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
Could you either tell us how this works, or do you have any proof of anything you've done? I guess people who are watching would want to verify that you're not just some person who just make up a story.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. So, is there anything you'd like me to do? Like, how would you want me to show this?
I mean, I don't know what the capabilities are, but I would like for you to explain how fake streams work, and then probably show us some proof that you've probably done this.
Yeah, so pretty much a fake stream. So there's different ways, and there's been ways in the past, and Spotify actually does end up cracking down, and they do patch it sometimes for certain artists.
Yeah.
And they're actually involved. That's the craziest part about it. Spotify is in on it, and people know this, and it's been going on for a while.
What do you mean Spotify's involved? Like, not the company of Spotify. You're talking about employees?
Hey, Spotify, I don't know what this white boy talking about now. Now, everything that is being said on the screen is allegedly. And this motherfucker didn't even say allegedly. So I smell a lawsuit coming soon. Oh, yeah, I smell a lawsuit coming on that white boy and this big fat gerbil face chickmunk looking ass nigga. Yeah, I think DJ Akademiks, you gonna get sued. And that damn white boy, both of y'all about to get sued. I didn't hear no allegedly, no nothing. Y'all just coming out and saying some very crazy things right now. So I hope y'all got proof. I smell a lawsuit coming up. And Akademiks, ain't you already caught up in a little, you know what I mean? A little essay charge. So I don't think you need any more lawsuits.
No, like the company Spotify, like they do it, and because it makes them look better at the end of the day.
Oh, okay. So you believe Spotify fake streams as a company?
No, I know they do. They don't personally fake them, but they let it happen, or they have deals with the labels or the artists that lets them pass.
Hey, Spotify, I don't know what these two goofies talking about. Okay, I think you are a great platform. Even though I don't have you, pause, no Diddy. I like Pandora because I'm a cheap ass nigga. But I'm sure that you have a great platform, Spotify. But I don't know what the hell these two niggas talking about. So if you're asking me, I don't believe them. I think you do a great job. All right.
And it's usually, you know, them reaching out to them being like, hey, we pretty much know you do this, but we're going to let it slide because it helps us revenue wise. And it also helps us, you know, make our site and our program look like it's bigger than it really is. Because they do bring the most traffic in when it comes to streams or music or anything like viewership wise.
Okay, now I got to keep fact checking you here because, and also I have a very lucrative contract with Spotify when I did a podcast there, and also us separating. You know, we've been very cordial with each other and promise not to disparage each other. So yeah, again, me,
Akademiks, if y'all promise not to disparage each other, then why are you allowing this dude to come up to your platform and say some very slanderish allegations on the company? I don't know if you can get away from this one because he's on your platform saying some very powerful things about the platform that could possibly get that platform in trouble. And he's saying it on your platform. So, okay.
Doing my job as a journalist.
Yes, sir.
I do want to see, like, what proof do you have that you think that there is collusion here among these bigger companies? Because we usually think of fake stream as like, some struggling artists trying to act like they're lit. Like, what proof do you have of this?
So, I mean, I have payments from certain companies and labels and people paying me. So, like, for example, one of the top 3, they paid me a certain amount of money to buy a certain artist that is in the top 10 on the Spotify charts. And usually what
top 10 Spotify charts. I don't even know how to look up Spotify shit.
it is so let's say there's a difference between when you're botting a smaller artist and you're botting a bigger artist.
Okay.
When you're botting a smaller artist, there's a certain way you have to do it without getting caught, without it being flagged, without the label being reached out to by Spotify and saying, hey, like some of these streams aren't genuine. And then there's also a difference between when you bought a bigger artist. Yeah.
No, continue. I was thinking about like how much streams are you botting, but go ahead.
So it really depends on who it is. Let's say it's somebody in the top 5. You're going to be botting 2 million, 3 million, maybe 6 million at a time, depending on what it is. If it's an album drop, if it's a release, if it's a single, it just depends. But when it comes to smaller artists, let's say they want 20,000 plays over 4 days. You're going to do like 2,000 in one day, maybe drop it to 700. There's certain ways you have to do it. And there are certain people out there who know how to do it correctly. Spotify's been doing this. They haven't been doing this, but they've been cracking down on it. And there's certain ways that somebody has to bot, the song so it doesn't get detected or it doesn't get flagged. And it's also good when the
Oh, damn. I'm muted. Oh, damn. My bad. I'm muted. My bad. Okay, so let me start over. All right. So what I did is I just briefly did a Google search, right? I just briefly did a Google search. Most streamed artists on Spotify, right? So he said the top 10, right? He said, I have bought it for the top 10 artists. Well, I don't even see Kendrick as top 10. Okay, we got Taylor Swift, we got Drake, Bad Bunny, The Weeknd. All right, Justin, Eminem, Post Malone. Kendrick is way number 23. So how can you throw Kendrick name in there when he's not even top 10? Top 10 or stops right here at Kanye West. So that's cap number 1. All right, because Kendrick is not even top 10. All right, so that's cap number 1. Let's continue. Unless there's another chart that I need to be aware of, but this is a chart that I see. It says the most streamed Spotify. So that seemed to be cap number 1. All right. All right. So that's cap number 1.
Bigger artists do it because it makes the site look better and it gives Spotify more ad revenue, so they can charge more for ads and you get more time without getting caught, without it being flagged.
And promise not to disparage the other. So
yeah,
again, me doing my job as a journalist.
Yes, sir.
I do want to see, like, what proof do you have that you think that there is collusion here among these bigger companies? Because we usually think of fake stream as like, yo, some struggling artists trying to act like they're lit. Like, what proof do you have of this?
So, I mean, I have payments from certain companies and labels and people paying me. So, like, for example, one of the top 3, they paid me a certain amount of money.
Right?
Oh, no. You know
Lady
what?
Lex super chatted $1.99. Big Akademiks is super fuke can corny and pressed.
Yeah, Drake. Right?
Big facts. Appreciate you with that $2 donation. Hell yeah, he corny as hell. Appreciate that $2. Thank you, Lady Lex. Okay, well, you know what? I stand incorrect. All right, because I just went and did another Googles, and this is an updated list. Appreciate that $2. He is definitely a cornball. But I just did another. This is the updated list. So actually, Kendrick is number 6. So this is an updated list. We got Taylor, all right, Drake, The Weeknd, Travis Scott. All right, so he is actually top 10. All right, so this is the updated list right here. So okay, he is top 10, top 6. All right. So there we go. Correction.
Need to buy a certain artist that is in the top 10 on the Spotify charts. And usually what it is, so let's say there's a difference between when you're buying a smaller artist and you're buying a bigger artist.
Okay.
When you're buying a smaller artist, there's a certain way you have to do it without getting caught, without it being flagged, without the label being reached out to by Spotify and saying, hey, like, some of these streams aren't genuine. And then there's also a difference between when you buy a bigger artist.
So continue. I was thinking about like how much streams are you botting, but go ahead.
So it really depends on who it is. Let's say it's somebody in the top 5. You're going to be botting 2 million, 3 million, maybe 6 million at a time, depending on what it is. If it's an album drop, if it's a release, if it's a single, it just depends. But when it comes to smaller artists, let's say they want 20,000 plays over 4 days. You're going to do like 2,000 in one day, maybe drop it to 700. There's certain ways you have to do it, and there are certain people out there who know how to do it correctly. Spotify has been doing this. They haven't been doing this, but they've been cracking down on it, and there's certain ways that somebody has to bot, the song so it doesn't get detected or doesn't get flagged. And it's also good when the bigger artists do it because it makes the site look better and it gives Spotify more ad revenue so they could charge more for ads. And
well, I can only speak for myself, and I don't even have Spotify. I don't even download stuff. If I want to listen to a particular song, I just go to YouTube and play that particular song. I don't pay for shit. I don't even pay for Pandora. Shit, I can only skip 5 songs, and then I gotta wait another guy. I don't pay for shit. I can only skip 5 songs on Pandora, and then I'm stuck to listen to another song if I don't like it. All right, so I can only speak for myself. I don't give a fuck about none of this streaming shit. I don't pay a goddamn dime for no music. All right. If I want to listen to a particular song, I'm gonna Google that motherfucker on YouTube and listen to it. I can only skip about 5 or 4 songs on Pandora. Then I'm forced to listen to the next one because I ain't giving y'all shit. Okay? Fuck all that. I ain't paying for nothing. Now, I'm a cheap ass motherfucker. If it ain't on the radio and if I can't Google it on YouTube, I ain't listening to it. Fuck that.
You get more time on the air. You know what I mean?
Okay, so now you're slightly contradicting yourself, though, because you're saying that Spotify is in cahoots with the people who bot streams, but you're saying they're cracking down on it. That's like me saying I'm the cop that I'm working with the drug dealers, but I bust them when I catch them on the corner. You get what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I meant for smaller artists. Yeah, and they do reach out, and they do keep track of when they reach out. So hey, if something happens, they could be like, they could show the proof. Like, hey, we did end up reaching out to this.
Hey, no. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I do have YouTube Premium. Yeah, okay. I ain't gonna lie about that. I do have YouTube Premium. I do have. That's the only thing that I pay for. That and Netflix. Well, I do have Amazon Prime too. But other than that, I don't have nothing. I ain't got no Spotify shit, and I ain't got Pandora.
This person, hey, we did ask them about it. Hey, they denied it. Hey, oh, they said they just didn't give us a statement. So they keep track of all that.
Okay. All right. So give us an explanation. Like how does the process go?
So, okay, a label or an artist hits me up. They say, hey, we're doing a release this day. We want this many plays, and we want it to happen this fast. And then I'd go into my software, and then I'd put in, like, I could either do it manually or I could do it automatically. It depends on how they want it, or if they want it to look a certain way, if they want it to be from a different country. If the artist is from, let's say, the US, I'll do US-based streams. Or if they want to do it if they're from Nigeria, I'll do from Nigeria, France, etc. So it just depends on what the person wants and how they want it. And that's how I would execute it.
Okay, that ain't really telling us nothing. Anybody can say that. I can say that, okay, well, an artist or a person from their label or their team calls me and I go into my software and bro, I can say that. I can literally repeat the same thing you just said, and now you got to believe me. All because I told you. We need some proof. We need some hardcore proof that you do what you say that you do. All right? Cap. I'm calling cap.